first half of section 8.5 is adding and subtracting functions. So if you remember, a function is just really an expression. What we'll do is, I've given you, in this case, the function f of x is 2x plus 1, and the function g of x is 7x plus 3. And if we want to add the function of f plus the function of g, what we'll simply do is you're going to write out the function of f is this, so you'll simply have 2x plus 1, plus the function of g, which is 7x plus 3. Now on the ones where you're adding them, the parentheses aren't even really that necessary, except just to remind yourself, oh yeah, it's the whole thing we're adding. But when you're adding, nothing changes, your symbols don't change, so you're just going to combine like terms. Once you've listed those different functions, now you just combine like terms. So the 2x and the 7x go together, so 9x, and the 1 and the 3, so plus 4, and so f, the function of f plus the function of g is just 9x plus 4, and this becomes a new function, and you're done. Easy sneezy. Now with subtraction, it's a little bit trickier. You've got to make sure that you subtract every part of what's in that function. Let me show you. The function of f is 2x plus 1, and you're going to subtract the function of g, which is 7x plus 3. Now remember, we're subtracting the entire function, so this becomes 2x plus 1 minus 7x. Be careful, be careful, be careful. The negative has to go through both parts. So minus 7x minus 3. Now you can simply combine like terms. So we've got negative 5x minus 2. Because a 1 and a negative 3, the signs are different, so you subtract, and the negative is bigger. So negative 5x minus 2 is your final answer. Now, something else you might be asked to do is say the function of f minus subtract the function of g, and I want the function of negative 4. So what you'll do with that is you've already figured what is the function of f minus g. This is a new function. The function of f minus g we know is this. So what we're actually doing is we want the function of this with x equal to negative 4. So you'll simply take your new function and you'll plug in this negative 4 for x. So you end up with negative 5 times x, and you want the x to be negative 4 minus 2. And then you just work it out, making sure that your negatives don't trip you up. So negative 5 times a negative 4 is a positive 20, minus 2, 18 is your final answer. Easy sneezy. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and see? I'll go slow. See if you can go ahead of me and see if you can do this one on your own. So I've got new functions. The function of f is x squared minus 3x plus 5. The function of g is x squared minus 2x minus 9. I want to first find out what is the function of f plus the function of g. Are you already ahead of me? All right, so you're going to start off with the function of f, which is x squared minus 3x plus 5. And to that, you're going to add the function of g. I would like for you to keep the parentheses just so that you don't forget when it comes time to do the subtraction, okay? So you don't necessarily need them, but go ahead and do it so that you don't forget when it's time to subtract. So you're going to add x squared minus 2x minus 9. And because we're adding, we just combine like terms. So we've got 2x squares. They're both negative, so you're going to add and keep the sign. So you have negative 5x. And the signs are different. So I'm looking at terms. These are the x terms, and these are the constant terms. So you got to have like terms in order to combine them. So negative 9, so you're going to subtract, and the 9 is bigger, so it's going to be negative, and it's going to be a negative 4. And that's it. That's your new function. You're done. Easy. Okay, can you do the subtraction one? Have you done it already? The function of f minus the function of g. So start with the function of f, x squared minus 3x plus 5. The function of f, and you're going to subtract the function of g. So be careful that you subtract the whole thing, x squared minus 2x minus 9. So when you subtract the whole thing, x squared minus 3x plus 5. You're going to subtract x squared. And now this becomes subtract a negative, so it's going to be add a 2x. And you're subtracting a negative 9, so that's going to be plus 9. So all of your symbols inside those parentheses are going to change. Every symbol is going to change. So now you're going to combine like terms. The x squared and the negative x squared subtract each other, cancel each other out. Negative 3x plus 2x, because the signs are different, you subtract, and you have a negative x because the 3 is bigger and it's negative. And then 5 and 9 is plus 14, right? 9, 10, 14, yes. So there's your new function. Okay, so now I want you to do the function f plus g of negative 2. So now the function f plus g you've already worked out. Be careful, watch for which one it is. The function f plus g is this one, and you want negative 2 to become x. So that's going to be, everywhere you see an x, you're going to put in the negative 2. So you've got this 2 times x. X is your negative 2. Don't forget your squared. Minus 5 times x, and x is negative 2, minus 4. Now you simply work it out. Negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. 4 times 2 is 8. I said minus, but look, a negative 5 times a negative 2 is a positive 10, minus 4. So that should be 8 plus 10 is 18, minus 4 is 14, and 14 is my final answer. So if you're putting in a number for x, if you're taking the function of a number, then your final answer is going to be a number. If you're just adding or subtracting the functions, then your answer is going to be a function and likely will have an x term in it. All right? Very simple. If you're adding functions, you simply combine like terms. If you're subtracting functions, make sure that you change the symbol in the second function, the one that you're subtracting. Change the symbol on every term and then just combine like terms. Easy sneezy. Very simple. I'll see you later.